What's up, Halo fans? I have some very bad news for me. I didn't accidentally, I thought I was printing another part, and I didn't. So now the Scorpion does not have its barrel. It has the front, which I said earlier, it came out awesome. I'm going to show it. Let me put it down, and it's always better just to zoom in than to try to look at it close. I wish it was more higher poly, but whatever. You know what? I can't make it, so I mean it is still nice. I mean this whole thing is badass. And then like I said, anybody doesn't know, we're replacing those louvers. These ones are staying damaged. I was actually looking at the store today for like, you know, like you ever see in the military, sometimes they'll put like, I don't know how often it is, but like, I don't want to call it like a towel, or you just have stuff hanging off like that the soldiers may throw up there while they're riding on it or whatever. So I don't know. I was thinking about doing that to drape some stuff on here. I'm going to go look up some photos. I really want this thing to be, I don't want it to just look like, hey, this is brand new. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to get laser burns and probably some holes in it. Oh, I can't wait to fuck this thing up. So, yeah. So anyway, so this is the barrel. I zoomed in to look at the barrel. Came out amazing. No issues. Still has some supports on it. I'm not at that point yet to care. But it's cool. I thought I was getting the piece that it sits on. There's like a cage. Oh, hold on a minute. Now I'm too zoomed in for nothing. So anybody who's, I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. It's like the cage that it sits on. This big ass thing that sits here, and then this so I can do whatever. So it'll be going like, just imagine here. I don't know how far out it sticks. I was just looking at photos of it too. So, and it's floating. I have the power of levitation, or it's actually the cap of my WT-40. That's how I levitate shit, so don't tell anybody. So yeah, this will be up here. And then I'm going to, I don't want to just paint that black. So I was considering cutting it out and just, I don't know, maybe take the cutout and sink glue. I don't know, you know, like I feel like painting it black is like a cheap ass, unrealistic look. Obviously, I can't cut it out and make a whole cockpit or nothing like that, but I would if I could, you know. So I guess I don't have a choice to cut it out. So look, I have my magnets holding it, or it'll tilt over. It's a little front heavy, I wonder why. So, yeah, but anyway, back to this barrel. That shit came out fucking... Oh, man, when I saw this thing on the printer, I was like, yeah. No, I didn't really say that, but... Because I don't know. I was just excited because it came out so cool. But this is what came out. So, just to look this over, it came out perfect, except for, again, the louvers. They get too thin, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, if anybody doesn't know how this connects... It connects like this. If you look, you see that circle? I'm pointing at the phone. You see the circle? It tells you it attaches here. Then the other one's, it's got the same piece. I don't want to break it. It's not really on there on this end. It's only connected, as you can see, it's over there. And so I guess it's just to make it realistic. So it would just go like right there. Whoops. But, let me just show the inside. This thing is cool. I glued the top because it was loose. But I think that's going to happen with all of them. It's just the way the file is. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as I can do it. But it's got all the gears and... nice. It's a stem. No, I'm just kidding. I'm small. So, it's got all the gears and everything inside there. All the wheels. It's dirty a little still. I got to clean that. It was hard to get in there. I mean, there's so many supports in there. I spent a long time using, look at that brush. It had to make the ultimate sacrifice, don't we all? So, and then there's still stuff in there. Probably use my air compressor for this one and rinse it out again later. But as far as like the resin, it drained out pretty well like I planned. So those holes are small. I made bigger ones. So I saw the alcohol coming out from the bottom. But next time, I should go back and make those holes a little bigger. Although I don't think I think they're only for the little piece that's under here. They don't do the main body. There's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's like no chambers in here. It's kind of empty. This top comes off almost. The only thing holding it were those little things you see in the back. They look like sticks with round things or whatever those things are. It's supposed to be the wheels. So anyway, when I saw this, the whole time I was thinking it just sits on these little things. And then when I was like, wait a minute, I looked at the photo, I'm like, what am I guess I'm an idiot. So they connect that way. So probably, I'm not going to glue them. That's not reliable at all. This thing is so heavy, bullshit. The glue will never make it. So what I'm going to do is, excuse me, there's two things I'm going to do. Either one, I'm going to drill this. I got to look at the file and make sure where I'm drilling. And, excuse me, and then drill this. But you see, this is very thin. So what I put here, it's not like I can put a rivet in there, you know, and it's going to stay. Excuse me. So I was thinking, you know, because it has to stay off the ground. You can't just have it not connected and then the tank sits on the floor. So to make it work, I'm going to get this is my idea, is likely I'm going to get a fat piece of aluminum, like something, say like that, as big as that X-Acto handle, and then drill the holes and then glue them in there like that so it always sits. One problem I have with that is I wanted to make a stand that's dynamic, you know, with a hill and it's driving over stuff. So likely what I'm going to do is just glue it here, okay, and then drill the hole on the body because the body's wide, and then just have like a piece like, I don't know, that long. This way I can slide it in. And the reason why is because then you could take it apart and move it around. You don't have to worry about that, about the, you know, whatever this is. I think if I make it permanent, it's gonna be a disaster. Just due to the fact that this thing is just so big. I mean, look, it's humongous. It's not even finished yet. So I think that it's safer to put the biggest piece of metal I can and glue it in there. And then put resin in there and, like, you know, make it as strong as I can. Then, like I said, drill the hole in that hole where it's supposed to go, the same size, to where it just slides in. And then you could always take it in and out, like, you know what I'm saying? So then this way doing that will also give them the flexibility to, you know, move like they're supposed to. So I'll be able to pose it too. That's my plan right now. Will it work? I don't know. I have to... I think it'll work. I don't see why not. I mean, that's where it's supposed to go anyway. It's just this model's not made for that. This one, I mean, I don't even know how the original one, I mean, I guess if it was made on plastic on that one, at the original size, which was bigger, it would be okay because it would be so light compared to resin. You know, like the whole entire thing probably weighs about as much as this in plastic, or half of the body. I mean, this stand right here probably weighs, it's way big, it's bigger than that thing, and it weighs probably less than that does right now. So, and it has infill in it too. So either way, I think with 4 of them all attached in that fashion, I think it'll be okay. It's not like I'm going to take this thing and drive around the fucking house. It's just going to be assembled on a stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very careful with everything. You think I'd walk around with these and play games? Can you imagine? My brother calls them dolls, by the way. These are all dolls to him. I don't know why he says that. He just likes to make fun of me. So the point is like, if they're attached like that, it's just for, with all 4 of them, I think that it'll have no problem sitting. I just don't want them to put all 4 of them and it's like, they're all like this. That's my only fear. I don't think that'll happen. If it did happen, I'll just have to put something under the middle. Like, not the WD-40 cap, but I would get something that it sat on top of wherever it's going on the stand. I mean, come on, I put magnets in the stands. You know what I mean? So having something to help it on a stand is no big deal. It doesn't mean the statue's a piece of shit. It just means we care about our stuff. That's why I put the magnets. I don't want someone, like, I bumped into that thing myself, and it kind of was like, you know, it didn't fall down. Had there been no magnets, this dude would be smashed by now. Or he could have fell over and broke the gun. So I put those magnets in the stand because I don't like the pegs. And I do it because, you know, because I care about the shit and I don't want it to just fall over and break. That's, you know, something people probably don't think about when I say that I put magnets. They may not even wonder why I do it. That's one of the reasons why I do it. Safety. So, and then doing something like that for this would be the same thing. Except this is big. You know, it's a different way to do it. So I really wish I would have had this piece made. I'm going to print it now. I have other stuff to print, but I just want to print. I wanted to print it, so I'm going to do it overnight. And then tomorrow I'll go back to printing stuff I need. Because I made another video. I didn't get him all redone the way I want yet. It's a lot of work. Look, it may not be for somebody else, but for me, who's not a modeler, it's a lot of work what I'm doing right now to make that buck better. So, you know, I'm taking all the better armor pieces. Right now I'm trying to think how I'm going to tackle these hands. It's a lot of work trying to, you know, it really is. The only thing I don't know is, now I will say this, that the fingers would have probably been better, but they were on the same layer as that hole, that like the gash around his arm. So I'm thinking they took a little bit of the you know, they didn't come out perfect for that reason. Even though they look kind of crappy on the file, there's nothing I can do. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing I can do about it. The only thing I can do are the fingers that have like the covers over them is replace them. But the truth is those covers don't look so bad on his finger. None of them do. And I don't think I should be going in there doing that. So I'll have to see, you know, I'll do that last. Yes, that's me yawning or something. So anyway, I just wanted to show this though. This is so cool. I'm happy the way it's coming out. I really need to get my ass moving with that Warthog because it's still doesn't have the window cut out. So it was sanded a little bit, but I'm not going to show that shit. I'm going to be hopefully, what's today? Friday, it's going to be Sunday. Maybe I can prime it sometime this week, I hope. That's about all I can do. And then the chopper, I think what I'm going to do is when the Warthog is done and primed, I'll go work on the chopper. This way it's also primed. And by the time they're both primed, I'll probably have the rest of this printed. There's not a lot of sanding to do on this Scorpion compared to those two, especially the Warthog. It's just not. I mean, it just isn't. So, I mean, I still have to, like, fix this. I'm definitely going to do the seam. I still have to sand a little bit to get this gap a little smaller, like in the inside. That's all it is. It slides together easy now. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, though. I really love this thing. But, yep. So, all right. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Because I don't know how many other people are making a Scorpion like this. Maybe there's a whole ton. I really don't know. Honestly, I'm just going to say this. I honestly don't know who's making this kind of stuff, period. I mean, I'm sure somebody's doing some of it. I really don't know. I just haven't looked. Got me. But, yeah, so, all right, everyone. I'm going to go work on this buck. I posted a video of what I've done so far. I'm going to go do a little bit more, and then I'm going to bed. I'm tired. And I have to clean again tomorrow. Yay. All right, peace. Say bye to the Scorpion.